It is the fact that you all refuse to listen to how women experience you. And like I said last week, if in fact this is not a place where you are listening to someone's experience and taking it into account so that maybe you can be better, then I don't need to be here. Because I'm telling you these things, not because I'm impressed with myself, but because I feel like every woman's experience matters. Every man's experience matters because it helps us.
All right, here we go. So she's starting to kumbaya. All right. But I mean, I don't know why they are arguing being equal with the man. This is feminism 101. It does not serve y'all. How has it been for the last 80 years? How have this been serving y'all?
And you said, no, we're more similar than we are different. I said, I agree. But by that same logic, we're more similar to chimpanzees than we are not. So to make the cross tangent, and I proved it by bringing up the information that says we're 98.6% biologically similar to chimpanzees. We have 50% of the DNA with bananas. So finding the similarity to say we the same thing is what my point being is, just because it's a small differential in a DNA sequence, it's a huge difference. Even if it's just biologically a small, it's a huge difference. If it's even just 0.2%, the difference between Down syndrome and not is a chromosome. Like, it's very small genetic mutations that change why we're different. But when it comes to biological reasons, we're inputs and outputs. There's an electrical receiver and electrical output. We are complete. They're nowhere near the same thing. They go together.
Are. Here's the thing, Marcus. This is why you can we piss, we shit, we eat, we all of the like we do everything the same except I have a baby and you put the things out and make the baby.
Or what do we do?
I don't understand what y'all don't understand about. I literally I can pick up shit, you can pick up shit. I can spit at you, you can spit at me.
Bro, what do we do?
You can talk. You can walk, I can walk. We are literally more like.
What do we do? There we go. This woman over here, she wanted to rest on his heel that she's equal to a man, and I won't give this woman no pushback. Look at them tattoos. She a brute. So I would say it's case by case. You can't speak for all women. She might be speaking for herself, but here we are.
There you go. She said, we could pick up stuff, we could move stuff. Wasn't that Kevin's number one reason why men and women aren't the same? Getting down to the bare bones of it and just simple hand strength, and women not being able to manipulate their physical environment the way men can is that way by design. And here it is. We can do what y'all can do. She said we all ish, we all eat, we all effing. Congratulations. You can move like a man in this first world country that men made for you. You don't have this luxury as women. Understand something. And we love y'all sisters. As women, y'all do not have the luxury of spewing this rhetoric, talking about we can do what y'all can do without men working, sacrificing, and dying so that y'all can live in this first world country and be able to move like men. So yeah, she's right and wrong at the same time.
And here's my greatest question to you ladies. I go to you, Ms. Ebony. Do you want to be equal to a man?
Hell no. Absolutely not. There's nothing. I understand the role differences, and shout out to rest in peace Kevin Samuel. He broke it down the best, teaching. That's how I learned about a lot of the things that I know. It's just we are not the same. We were not created the same. Women are completely different from men and vice versa. We think differently, we act differently, we talk differently. So whatever she's saying is, I mean, it's typical, typical women these days, but I mean, it's trash. So we are absolutely not the same.
I think sisters like this, not to her defense, but just trying to realize, her perspective. I believe sisters like this never come across guys that they deem great enough to meet their hypergamous nature. So she never dealt with a guy that she was into. She thought, oh, this guy can teach me, facilitate a dream. She's only been dealing with guys on her level, when it comes to, sexual marketplace. So she's right and wrong. So I can do exactly what all these guys around me do because the guys she around probably ain't worth a dang.
That part.
And a lot of it too is because they're making the money. So they think just because they make the money or whatever, they can do whatever a man can do because they're the breadwinner or whatever. It has nothing to do with money. Absolutely nothing.
Amen.
So I'm gonna let this go for another second. I'll get you in, Raquel.
Well,
Do everything the same
Chimpanzees
except
do
I
that.
have a baby and you put the things out that make the baby.
Or what do we do
I
different?
don't understand what y'all don't understand about. I
Chimpanzees do
literally,
that.
I can pick up shit, you can pick up shit. I can
Chimpanzees
spit
can
at
do that
you, you
too.
can spit at me.
But bro,
I can
what do we
talk,
do
you can
different?
talk.
that too.
You can walk, I can walk. We are
Chimps can do
literally
that
more
too.
like
What do we
chimpanzees than
do
we are
different though?
different.
What do we do
Chimps
different,
can
bro?
do everything you describe a chimpanzee can do. That was my point.
That's
But we're not
fine, but
chimpanzees.
we are still more alike than we are different. But the
I agree
chimpanzees
with
can't
that.
talk. The chimpanzees can't go to school and learn. The
Yes,
chimpanzees
they can.
can't drive a car. The
Yes,
chimpanzees,
they can.
we literally can do all of the things that you all can do. We
Outs-
just have little differences.
Little difference is chimpanzees have sign language, so they can speak. They go to school and they can drive a car. They can do everything a human can do outside of verbal.
So that part. So what you got, Raquel? She just off base. It seems like she just wants to argue.
Y'all, she is upset because like what Mr. Walker said in the beginning, the men that she found hot and dateable never reached out to date her. So she had to date the men that she could attract, you know, that she had to put the probably her best foot forward. She was married before she is divorced. She talks very badly about the man that she was with, and everything out of her mouth is brutish every single time she talks like this at the entire panel. They have no respect for these men. I could go on and on about her, but I agree with what you and Mr. Walker said in the beginning. She's brutish, and she's never dated the men that she sought, the men that she considers high value. I don't think she's ever dated them.
That part. And look at her face right now.
Because you done got addicted to penis juice, and now truth knocking you smooth across your damn forehead.
Is that a tattoo?
It's like two
Yeah.
tattoos. It
Oh
looks
my
like
gosh.
a cover up, might be like a cover up on her chest. And
All that
she
ink.
tried to
looks
get it
kinda-
to blend in with her shoulder tat. But it just screams, I'm miserable and I'm unhappy. And that's how she sounds like every freaking night. It's like misandry. Like it's just horrible. It's horrible.
Look it up.
Damn, Bohem. I think we got to. So Bohem, what do we do different? Do you know what we do different?
You got a dick, I got a vagina.
I-
I can have a baby. You can't. Like literally functioning in society. That is what is different about us.
Bro, I love you, but you highlight the problem with feminism so much. Every
Oh.
time
I'm
that's
not a
why I love
feminist.
speaking to
Please
you.
don't. Okay, hold on. Hard line. Don't call me a feminist. I'm
Okay.
not a feminist. I'm
You
not
highlight-
doing this.
you
I'm not
highlight
doing
the
this with
problem
y'all.
that
I'm
ideology.
not
Okay,
a
if
feminist.
you're not a feminist, that's fine. I
Period.
give you that. You say you're not a feminist, all right. But the ideology that you have has your ideologies are more like they are different from feminism. How about that?
My
The
ideologies
ideology-
are with science. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. Bo. No.
I mean, listen, I understand the men's need to feel bigger and more superior than someone.
What?
And I know that it crushes your
Bigger?
ego. The fact that women are out here. I literally have shit on my social media that shows you that I can outbuild y'all. I can outfix your house. Literally.
You drunk.
There's
So you're saying you can
nothing-
outwork
there's
her? Let it
not
go,
much
let it go.
difference between us. It's
Yeah,
just
really.
not.
Okay.
Socially, it is. Physically, I literally can do most of what you can do.
Well, what
I
can't
don't
you?
know. What's hard about this?
It's self-explanatory. It really is. But they said that the biological similarities between men and women are 98.2 similarities. Guess what the biological similarities between male chimpanzees, female chimpanzees, and male humans and female humans? 98.6.
So she just up here. I don't know why she, like you said, she seemed like she's coming from a broken place. Maybe talking about her ex-husband. Maybe you did more than he did. Maybe you was changing oil while he was in the house playing the game. I don't know y'all dynamic, but don't project that onto all men because you can't do, like I said, man, we just got to become more resourceful. Don't let this woman be able to say that.
There you go, Mr. X. My point exactly. She ain't coming across enough guys that are resourceful. You see that? That's why she could never respect gender roles. She ain't never been in the house making fresh bread while her man outside changing the brakes. She don't know what that feel like. That's a whole different energy. See, ladies, these are the lived experiences that women don't talk about because women like her, like Bohem, will never experience that energy. To have a man out working and you can see your man putting in work. She said, I am the man. She the mama and the daddy. Salute to her. No shade, just is what it is.
That part. So, Ebony, what's your take? How would this help society and the marriage race with people being equal? Does it help?
Well, no, it doesn't, because we're not equal. It's clear that she doesn't know men. She hasn't been around any resourceful men. She doesn't know what all they bring to life and do for this whole entire planet. We wouldn't even be able to be here without men. So I don't know why she's coming at the situation like that. It's just, for example, today I'm trying to tell my son to do X, Y, and Z. He's not listening. It took for dad to come in, and he only said it one time. That's all it took. I've been telling him all day, do this, do X, dad told him one time and it was done. That's the difference. So
that part. So what you got, Raquel? What's your take?
I mean, have y'all ever tried to do a garden? I mean, do you know how hard it is to dig a hole?
right.
Oh my God, I have to ask my husband, can you start my hole off for me? And he'll go off and he'll start 6 holes for me.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that he started them, because it would take me 3 hours to do 6 of his hits, and that's just one little thing, gardening. But there are just so many things, when my son would hurt himself and I was just flabbergasted at what was going on. I needed him to be fast and quick thinking to get us in the car, to get us to go. There's so many things, loading a gun, a pow pow, or figuring out why the pow pow isn't working, or loading one, that there's a little thing that you can get to help put the things in the magazine, or in the magazine thing, the little spring, because that spring is really hard,
Yeah.
to get them down in there. Sometimes you will cut your thumb off trying to get it down there, but I'm just thinking of
Smoking like
all
a
the
girl.
things that my husband does that makes my life so cushy. And the fact that I even have somebody to say, go get the pow pow, or I think we need the pow pow, and someone being resourceful enough to actually know to go get it and what to do with it, because I don't, I think that she is so broken that she can no longer see. And Ebony, to your point, when you say she said she might not be around men, she says that her grandfather spoiled her and raised her and doted on her and loved her, and he left her an inheritance that winded up making her leave her husband. So this is the kind of woman we're talking about. No
Right.
man can replace her grandfather, although her mother order 66 her and had her father raise her as, she was his grandchild, and she put such high esteem on this older man, but she can't, because no other man can light a candle to his inheritance. She seems to kind of be put them down beneath her. And so that's how she talks at the guys on the panel. She's seen it, like Kendra G, the people that say, I've seen my grandfather do it. I know, the K Michelle, I see my grandfather took care of everything. Okay, well then why can't you find a man like your grandfather?
Right.
And I debunked that the other night, because that's they'll say, I want an old school man, and then the very next breath, they will say old school men were toxic. They were Mr. Grandma was not happy, but they want that man. They got to make it make sense.
There you go. Yeah, this sister's so hurt. She said the primary reason why men and women aren't the same, women can have kids. And we keep letting that go when women say that. She said women can have kids as if they do it asexually. Ladies, no woman can have a kid without a man's spark of life. Just so y'all know that. Y'all don't do it by yourself. All right.
The all spark of life.
Okay. Y'all, I know. Y'all, okay, you can have that. You are right. We are completely different. I can't do shit you can do. You're right about that.
No,
We
I
are
don't think it's that
different.
complete.
I am a weak, dumb girl, and y'all are just the smartest, most superior people because you have bigger brains.
And this is where you become condescending. Don't mischaracterize these men. Nobody said y'all can't do anything. So there goes the gynocracy. If you disagree with anything, then they go nuclear. It's like they don't understand nuance in the context. They're like, oh, I can't do nothing. I'm a bird brain. I don't even know how to tie my shoes. I don't even know how to make a Pop-Tart.
That's how she would admit fault in an argument in a relationship. That is terrible. That's what she would do. If you back her into a corner, she'd be like, you right. I'm the dumbest person on earth. I'm just wrong. No, you were wrong in this instance. No, I'm wrong forever. Yeah, that's wicked.
That's narcissism. That's narcissism. Oh, I can't do anything right. I guess I'm just as stupid. No, like, come on, stop. That's gaslighting us. Like, no one said all of that. They're not trying to rip you down. Like, they're just trying to have a discussion. They get so sensitive with these guys, and the guys are so delicate with them. Like, y'all, they couldn't handle y'all. Cause y'all are too, like how y'all talk to Vita. I think that was the girl before. Yeah, they don't talk like that. They don't talk like that at the panel.
At the end of the day, we can only match energy, and this woman got bad energy.
Yeah, right.
So yeah,
I agree.
If you so here's
if that's what you want to believe, yes, we can believe that, and I will go with that from now on.
No,
I'm just stupid. I'm just a dumb girl. Please teach
Here's
me.
the interesting thing about what you're saying, right? I never made any assertions about what your competency was, what you could or couldn't do. In fact, when you listed things that you could do and humans can do, I said chimpanzees can also do that. I never made any slights to women. I never put women down. I never said you were the one who said,
"Well, tell me the difference."
That didn't come from me.
Okay, but what you're saying is there are these big differences between us, even though we're so similar, but we're so different. Tell me the difference.
Oh, hold on, hang the hell on. Chat, I know y'all ain't gonna let Ray get away with that backdrop. Y'all should be roasting her for that backdrop.
Well, leave Ray alone. Leave Ray alone. Well,
that is egregious. She got like an ironing board with a sheet on it, and she tried to make a little backdrop to hide whatever's back there. But this woman, we're gonna keep an eye on her because she got a snake pit mouth.
Again.
98.2. I'm learning how to be a content creator like you guys. I'm learning from you guys.
Yeah, enlighten me on the differences then. Tell me how we're so different. Tell me what I can't do that you can do.
They said what
you can't get somebody pregnant.
I said that.
That's huge.
I said that.
That's enough. I don't
can't work 20 years in the oil.
Okay, because
you can't work 20 years. You can't work 20 years in the oil mine.
Thing that I agree with.
I could.
No, the hell you can't.
I
no, you
could.
Prove it. When has a woman ever done it?
When was she allowed?
She allowed now.
Loud.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, she allowed? Y'all gotta stop this. Y'all don't want to do it. They can go apply, but then you got to qualify for the position. So just because a woman wants to do it and she go apply, you still have to be fit. So you got to show the woman that is capable of doing it, and they will hire her.
Oil field work, that is labor intensive. You got to have balance. You're going to be sitting there working and toiling and exhausting your muscles more days than not, most likely. That's why he went there. No, you can't. Not in a healthy manner. A man can sit there, take care of himself, work in the oil fields for however long he need to. Retire, like as long as he take care of himself. A woman, y'all, genetically, we're not built the same. Men have stronger upper bodies genetically, and women actually have stronger lower bodies genetically. We accept the difference, and we must move accordingly. Women are not made to have all that weight and pressure on their shoulders like men do. Just acknowledge it.
That part. And I tell the story back when I was working at the dealership. We had a woman technician working with us. So it was all men. And we had this woman. She worked there for 20 years, however long she was there. And she was 50-something years old, but she got special treatment because her body was completely broken down. She couldn't even bend down to rack the cars up. So they would have, the hourly guys or somebody, they would have people rack the car up for her. All, hey, go do this for her. Take her paperwork, take her inspection over to the counter for her. Do that. She got all this special treatment that none of us got. And eventually they had to let her go because people started to raise an issue with it. It's like either y'all need to demote her to a less, which they did. Somehow they end up phasing her out and she ended up pushing papers. But yeah, she was still on the line, getting all the easy work, doing all the inspections. They were spoon feeding her. But it's like, if she can't keep up with us, she don't need to be out here.
There you go. And it's not just getting down again to the way our bodies are. Men can be out in the field, not eat, go over in the corner and pee and stuff. Women, depending on what y'all got going on, y'all need to go in facilities and take care of yourselves. And men don't. Men can literally work all day, eat very little, and just never leave the field. Where again, for women, that y'all cannot do it in a healthy, hygienic manner. There are differences we need to acknowledge.
So would you say you had the strength of men, like you could beat men up and all that too? Generally,
the right.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Do you know I'm 5'9", 230? I'm not
most. The average man is like 5'7", 150 pounds.
Yeah.
First of all, your weight.
Lexi, do you know how big I am?
You're gonna get tired quicker. For a woman having that much above her BMI that much.
Well, you look pretty tall, so I guess like what 6'1", like 6'1".
No, I'm 6'9".
I've never seen you stand up on camera though, but I can just tell from like you look tall.
You weigh more than men your height.
Yeah. So listen, if I had to fight a woman who was 300 pounds, 400 pounds, it don't matter what the weight is. Like, do you know, like your average dude will beat up a lot of professional women boxers? Like we're not equipped the same. And I only brought it to that extreme because I wanted to see the level of delusion we were talking about right here. Men and women are completely different. And if you could take it as far as think that your physical strength is comparable to a man's, you out of your mind. I'm sorry. Like you've never obviously fought a man like that.
Me exercise my physical strength.
That means nothing. He would crush you in a moment's notice.
I didn't beat him up.
I never said
he let you. He let you. He let you.
No, I didn't say him. I'm saying he has seen me when a man has tried to get physical with me. I try and like not opt him into it, even though he would love to. So if I have first dibs on beating up a man, that'll put me in a
so
position
your man, you're gonna go on record saying that your man watched you fight another man first?
Nah, not first. I beat him up though.
Oh my God. Look at her. She is smiling. She said, if me and my husband are out at the bar, she said, if she gets into it with a man and starts to fight, her husband needs to stand down. She got first dibs. Let her handle it. Let me beat this ninja up.
Why are you fighting with a man? Why are you arguing with a man? I can't even picture these happenings in my head. You out with your lady and your lady arguing or fighting with another guy. As that husband, you failed. How did this, for real now, how can you not have enough control over your woman where she keep herself to herself? And how are you not physically opposed enough where another ninja talking crazy to your lady? Hey, yes, is wild. But here we go again. Miss Ebony Dean and Raquel, sisters like this have yet to come across men that can satiate their hypergamous nature. That's why they out here fighting men and think they equal to men.
Wait, no. Let's explain this for real. We got to talk. We got to go ahead and walk.
Y'all want to know the story?
Yeah, we want to know the real story because it sounds like straight trash.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story. So something happened while we were out, and when it escalated to get physical, I got very defensive because when they started fighting and he felt played and he got beat up, he said to my husband, I take you up out of there. And I was like, single mother who? So then the second round definitely was. Yeah, because I.
So you're saying your husband beat him up first?
Yeah.
And he's already trashed, and then now you fight. What are we doing?
That's not funny. Don't laugh at that. Do not indulge in these men's delusions.
What was the ideology? What was the descriptive term for the ideology? So when I'm speaking of it, I can describe it exactly. Because clearly, I'm speaking to the ideology. So what would you call that ideology?
Hold on, and wait.
No, I need to hear this so I don't call it a feminist by accident again. What would the ideology be that I'm referring
for to? What? For what?
The ideology that she exists in a framework where she compares men to women as equals in all things. And
I never said equal.
Most things.
I literally said we were different. I think we're not that different.
That Bo's point is just that like we aren't so vastly different where like we can't come to some type of middle ground because a lot of y'all's points be on like one whole extreme a lot of times where y'all
weak and we can't do anything.
Yeah, y'all make us sound weak and docile and our whole thing is just like always concede to men. Where all we're saying is a lot of times it could just be a lot easier if you heard us out and like just put it like this, right?
Earlier, Darwin was like, yeah, we're going to make the decisions. And if she wants to change the drapes, she can change the drapes. Like, man, that's all I get is the drapes. That's it.
Keep it on me. Don't bring Darwin into this. Keep it on me.
Yes, y'all treat us like subhuman. Y'all treat us like we're beneath you.
You go decide on the drapes, Darwin.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing that's pissing me off. It is the fact that you all refuse to listen to how women experience you. And like I said last week, if in fact this is not a place where you are listening to someone's experience and taking it into account so that maybe you can be better, then I don't need to be here. Because I'm telling you these things, not because I'm impressed with myself, but because I feel like every woman's experience matters. Every man's experience matters because it helps us.
All right, here we go. So she's starting to kumbaya. All right. But I mean, I don't know why they are arguing being equal with the man. This is feminism 101. It does not serve y'all. How has it been for the last 80 years? How have this been serving y'all?
It hasn't. I think I believe actually they believe it's been serving them well, Mr. X. I believe just right now we are in an age where it's coming to a head where the chickens are really coming home to roost, and they're going to find out the hard way that this was not the way. That sister there, Bohem, yeah, she gonna have a desperate, lonely ending to her story. Look at her face; it's written in stone, and she up here, she is so hurt. She said today's men treat women like they're subhuman. No, men acknowledging that you guys are the physically weaker sex is not saying you're subhuman. That is acknowledging that we have a responsibility if you allow men to take that responsibility. But if you are around no ish ninjas, just say that.
Yeah, she is. I think the women forget, like, we have most control. When he said the drapes, like if you want to change the drapes, that was just an example of like one of the many things that we as women have control over. Like there's a 4th of July holiday coming up. My husband has that one day off. Does he have the day off before it and the day off after it? No. So I would like to do something that day, right? Instead of just letting him sleep all day, it would be nice if we could plan something for the family to do, right? So instead of me just making plans and, you know, planning this big holiday, I asked him, what would you like? What does your 4th of July look like? Right? Oh, this is what you want to do? Well, what do you think about if we do that and we go here? Really? You think that would be interesting? Well, what time would you want to do something like that? Because I want him to go feeling refreshed and being happy to be there. And I want him to have a good time just being with me there. Right? So it's like, I'm in control of that. I'm in control of the mood. I'm in control of what we do. You know, although, I mean, I'm not in control of it. I'm kind of like putting the itinerary of our holiday together. But many things I do like that for us as a wife. There are many things that I spearhead and he kind of just seconds me to it. Like he backs me up. But there are things where if he says, you know, we ain't getting on the road and, you know, we jumping on the road for this road trip at 6:30 in the morning, I better be my ass in the car at 6:30 in the morning or he's going to have an attitude. You know, it's just, these are just the way things are. These are what men, how they operate. So I don't understand it. We control the things that are important to us and they must control the things that are important to them. Amen. So it shouldn't be an argument. Like it balances itself out because I'm worried about always what I should be worried about. And he's always worried about what he's supposed to be worried about.
Perfectly said. Playing your role, not worried about what the other person doing because you expect it to be done. That's called a real marriage.
I know this woman top. What we got? It's the Bohem Woman. Ain't much here. Y'all see what it is and what it ain't.
She eating G Honda's sea moss.
Yeah, she eating G Honda's gooch grease. Yeah. What she got there? Look at that G Honda's gooch grease mixed with a little bit of poo poo.
Oh, it's extra greasy, extra Gucci, extra greasy.
Extra Gucci.
God, this is wild.
Oh Lord, there we go. Divine, we ain't got no smoke for this woman. Maybe she'll come over here one day. Maybe want to come up and speak her mind.
She look like she read tarot cards. She a tarot card reader.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I love those kind. I love those kind. I'll definitely have to ask her for a Kendra Cam.
Oh, golly. See them broad shoulders on that last one. Golly, boy.
To walk through her life. She became more Brutus and more masculine. It's like she leveling up like a Super Saiyan. Look, her hair went gold, all that. She started off here, regular old Goku, regular Saiyan. Now she's Super Saiyan, the evolution.
And the start of those pictures, she had a man, and then you see the progression. the man left.
See that? First, damn, and gone out of there.
No, that was the brother Damon. That was the FUBU guy.
Okay.
Oh, from Shark Tank.
From Shark Tank. She just taking.
Gotcha. Okay.
She wishes. Oh yeah, that's the dude from Shark Tank.
Yeah, look at her all blowed out, thinking that he want them cheeks.
Hair to the now, to the now, hair to the now.
And don't. You weigh more than him. He can't do nothing with you.
So, post sister, like I say, I ain't got nothing for her. Maybe she'll come on. She might be in the chat right now. Who knows?
There you go. Come on up here. No, don't come up here.
But as far as her, there's Ray and Lashia, wherever y'all, and Sierra, the whole panel to the pit.
There we go. Adios.
Madness. Fuck is you talking about?
This is Sparta!
You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to hide. You gotta count your blessings. You're sitting at the table. You hear me? Ooh, child, things will get brighter.